Vielen Komplimente von Asli Akbay!
Hello everyone, welcome, hope you're well. Should have said we're going to have a break because you guys fucked off. And I was supposed to start my fucking can't stand up. Hello, are you good? Susie in the band, she's a great band, give me a high five. So my name is Asli, some of you know me, some of you don't know me. People that know me, give me a cheer. Know me, what the fuck? Some of you don't know me, give me a cheer if you don't know me. Okay, look, less enthusiastic, that's because they don't know me, right? Well, who the fuck is this weirdo with a hat? Yeah, my name's Asli. Generally when people, I do realise that I dress like a 13-year-old boy. When people meet me for the first time, they normally think that I'm a lesbian. I'm not a lesbian, I'm actually a gay man. Because, you know, we all like the dick, don't we? You know, oh, yeah, fine. We all like the dick. We all like the fucking dick. And, you know, it's got like, you know, it does stuff, do you know what I mean? It's got like hydraulics and shit, do you know what I mean? Like, it's very multi-purpose. You know, sometimes I think about the pussy, you know, and it's just like, what? Sometimes I feel like God just took a brick and was just like, fuck that! And then there you go, it's that bloody mess. And there you go, that's a pussy. I know, people get upset when I say things like that, but I don't care. I'm from London, which is why I have this accent, and but I'm Turkish, my parents are Turkish, and it's weird when your parents are from somewhere else to where you're actually growing up. It's like you're living in two parallel worlds at the same time. Like I was living in London and I went to like quite a progressive kind of like high school, and like one of my, you might know, like Amy Winehouse was someone that was at my high school, so I went to like quite a cool, chill high school, and I would go home and my mum would be listening to Ferdi Tayfur. My dad would be making fucking lahmacun, do you know? And I was just stuck in these two worlds and this, that. And then I was like bored of London, I was like, fuck London, I'm moving to Istanbul, and I came here and I do love Istanbul, but then what happens is people here, they always ask me like, why did you move here, why did you move here, why did you move here? And I just say, well, I moved here because I was fed up with democracy. Like, fuck it, do you know what I mean? Let's go somewhere where things are a little bit more different and exciting. But ironically, the thing is that in the UK there is actually a Turkish, well, his ancestors are Turkish, he's called Boris Johnson, and he's actually currently fucking up UK politics. So there you go, got another Turkish man just fucking up. Oh, anyway, I recently got back from, well, last night I got back from holiday. I know, be jealous, bitches. I was swimming yesterday morning, right? And then I came to Istanbul. And I was on holiday, and I had like an extended summer holiday. While I was on holiday, I fell in love with this absolute dick, right? Absolute dick, right? I'm talking about the dick, that's what we're talking about. The human attached to the dick, absolute arsehole. Don't like him at all, right? We can hardly have a conversation, do you know what I mean? Whereas with the penis, it's like, you know, he gives me a little wink with his one eye, and you know, he's really into me, like really into me. The guy, the human attached to the perfect dick, no, absolute cunt. Absolute cunt. And it's difficult to find those two things in one package, do you know what I mean? Like the good, you know, that and the good, you know, prospects and personality and all that kind of thing. And I recently split up with someone, and now you all know why. I'm a bit of a sizist, I guess. And I mean, because like the thing is, however hard he tried, right, it wasn't hard enough, okay? And however hard I tried, right, to convince him to take the plunge and give in to the endless stream of junk mails about penis enlargements that I used to send him. He always just said he'd rather learn to live with this disability. So anyway, we broke up, and I mean, another interesting thing that happened, I mean, I'm quite old, guys, right? I'm quite old. I mean, I know I don't show it. That's a thing in Turkey. Kaç gösteriyorsun? I don't show it, okay? I'm quite old. I don't show it to everyone. I'm quite old. I'm at that kind of age where, you know, where I should have been divorced a really long time ago, right? Should have been divorced ages ago. And I'm at that kind of age where guys my age are too fucking old, right? They're too old! They're like bald, they've got white hair, they've got bellies, they're just like, so I have to hang out with guys that are younger than me. I have to. I mean, I'm okay with it, it's cool, it's all right, it's just that their mothers have a problem. That's because most of their mothers are my friends. I'm so old, guys, that like I'm like, I can't fart freely. That's how old I am. I cannot fart freely. Like when I was young, when I had the feeling of a fart, I would just, you're sitting on a chair, aren't you? And you just kind of go like that, and you just like, let it out, right? No one knows, and it's all's good. But now, when I get the feeling that I'm gonna fart, I have to think about it twice. I have to be like, am I gonna fart, or am I gonna fucking shit myself? Because it's happened. I shat myself at fucking work. I was at work, working in London, right? And I actually pooed my pants. I did. And I had to spend the whole rest of that day with no underwear on, right? And we had quite a good looking boss, and I wanted to go up to him and be like, hey, you know what? I don't have anything on. But I didn't do that. So I just had to just feel sexy and imagine it. Also, yeah, I was saying I'm quite old. Another interesting thing that happened when I was on holiday was that I had a one-night stand with a virgin. You get to an age where you think that you're going to stop taking virginities, right? Apparently, I'm still not at that age, right? And obviously it was awful. It was absolutely awful. Lasted for like 2 seconds, but the sweetest boy. Oh, the sweetest guy you've ever met. He's so sweet. He's so sweet. Like really fit and really good looking. It's like, it's like, over. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just think like it is good. It's good to give to charity, and I do donate frequently. I donate my body. I donate my body frequently. Oh, I don't know. Have you guys noticed? Don't you think like the martyr scooters in Istanbul are like really improving and developing the Turkish men's relationships with each other? You like the dick to ass ratio, the distance. It's just becoming smaller and smaller. You're seeing these two Turkish men in the spoon position, right? On this fucking vibrating thing, you know what I mean? Like going really fast. You will never see them that close anywhere else, ever, right? But they're okay with it because they're on the scooter and they're like, oh, this isn't gay, oh no! Just trying to get to my destination. Sometimes one of them arrives before the other. Premature ejaculation. Yeah, I'm like the contrast of Ibrahim. I'm like totally dirty. He's like such a good boy, right? And all I can think about is cock. But premature ejaculation. I think that women give men too much of a hard time with this subject. I don't think there's a such thing as premature ejaculation really, because it's like if you're out to dinner with a guy or a partner or whatever, and and the guy comes, right? That's early, isn't it? Like if you're introducing to your mother, right, and he comes, that's like early. But if you're actually having sex, right, isn't that right on fucking time? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's too early, it was too quick, I mean, the virgin, okay, like, give him a break, that was just like first time. Yeah, I think that women do go on about it a bit too much, and I think there is a huge imbalance between men and women when it comes to this subject. Right, the orgasm. I mean, it's as though men are FiberNet, and women are like a 56k modem. Because like a female orgasm, right, is like downloading like a really big file on a really shitty internet connection. Like you can see it spinning and 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 spinning, and sometimes you lose connection. You've got to fucking start again. A little note to the men about this: just carry on doing whatever the fuck you were doing. Stop changing your mind every 2 minutes, because they change their mind and they change their position. You're like, no, but that was good, but you can't say. You've got to be like, why are you doing that now? Oh, I don't know. I'm looking at my nose because I'm not prepared. But Istanbul is the city of love. It is the city of love, I think. You can be anywhere in Istanbul at any point. Will be able to hear two cats fucking. Ibrahim was talking about taxi drivers. What I fucking hate with Istanbul taxi drivers is when you get in a taxi, you get in, and they're like, and you say, Abi Beşiktaş lütfen. And the guy says, nothing! He doesn't respond! He doesn't fucking respond! And you're like, did he hear me? Is he taking me to the right fucking place? Does he know where I want to fucking go? And you're like, and you're sitting there like, anladın mı? Anlamadı mı? Anladı mı? Abi Beşiktaş'a gideceğiz. And he goes, like moves his shoulder or something. You're like, oh, for fuck's sake! I don't know if he's kidnapping me, I don't know what he's doing, I don't know. I love taking friends on the yellow dolmuş when they come from abroad. It's absolutely like, a friend came over from London, I took him on the yellow dolmuş, he got on the yellow dolmuş and he went, it's like, what are you doing? He's like, looking for my seatbelt. And then we got on, and then the dolmuş started moving, and it was going from Taksim to Kadıköy, and we're like, and then we went over the bridge and stuff, and I was thinking it could be like a ride at like Universal Studios or something, you know, like crossing the bridge, like no seatbelt, no something, no problem. I forgot the rest of it. Doesn't matter, but yeah, their faces when they get really fucking scared. I do think that the Istanbul, the dolmuş driver is quite an amazing guy, because there is a myth that men can't multitask, and I think that's absolute bullshit, right? There is a Turkish man who can multitask, who I just mentioned a moment, so I fucked up my joke, but a Turkish man who can multitask amazingly, and that is the fucking dolmuş driver. Right, that guy, he's driving the dolmuş, he's taking the money, he's counting the money, he's stroking his moustache, he's opening the doors, he's closing the doors, he's eyeing up the fit girls from the mirror, right? If you gave this man a pan and some eggs, he could make you a fucking omelette while driving the fucking dolmuş. So don't tell me men can't multitask. Oh no, I can't do two things. Well, yes you fucking can, if you want to. Oh man. So so I'm single. I like being single. I do like being single because I spent 10 years of my life in two serious relationships, and I feel like I've done my compulsory service. Like 10 years was sufficient, really. And also I like to sleep, and really like sharing a bed with someone. Like who can sleep properly, really, if you're not under the influence of drugs or alcohol? Like normally sharing a bed, right? Normally most people can't sleep sharing a bed. They cannot, and I really like my sleep. And I was thinking about it, like the sleeping in the bed, sleeping in the same bed, like families used to sleep in the same bed. I think it's like maybe from the Victorian times or something, right? That's because they had no heating. There was no central heating, right? That's why families had to sleep together to warm up. This is just fact, it's not comedy. They had to sleep together to like warm up, but now there's no excuse, it's just romantic and it's just bullshit. As is marriage, I think, anyway. Bullshit, really, isn't it? It's bullshit. My dad, well, we lost my mum. We lost my mum in a supermarket. No, she died. We didn't lose her. We know where we buried her. And then my dad became single. After 45 years of marriage, he became single. And then he moved to Antalya. When he moved to Antalya, he got himself a Russian girlfriend. Those are the rules. The Russian ladies in Antalya are kind of like the cats of Istanbul. There's too many and they're everywhere, and they're very cute to look at. But if you take them home, you're not sure if they're gonna treat you right or not. Anyway, my dad got this Russian girlfriend, right? And this Russian girlfriend of his can't speak any Turkish. She doesn't know any Turkish. She can't speak any English. And my dad can't speak any Russian. And basically, they cannot talk to each other at all. And my dad is really happy with this. Anyway, they did break up, and the reason that they broke up is that she learned how to speak Turkish. And then my dad was single for a long time after that, for about a week. And then he's got this friend, and his friend's wife does Avon. You know that Avon like catalogs, and women go around and they like, you know, they sell each other perfume and shit. They're like really depressed and they want to kill themselves, but instead they do Avon to feel part of the community. To feel like they're doing something. Their husbands don't fuck them anymore. They're just like, soap, do you want soap? Soap, do you want soap? Perfume, soap. So my dad's friend's wife does Avon, and then my dad's quite clever. He was like, oh, she probably has a community of, you know, desperate women that she knows. Absolutely true, right? Absolutely true. And they hooked my dad up with this woman who actually lives in Istanbul. And my dad came over. He flew over from Istanbul to Antalya, from Antalya to Istanbul, and I was like, hello, Dad. I was like, hoş geldin. He was like, hoş bulduk. And I was like, so what we're going to do is like, right, kız istemeye gideceğiz, which is basically we're going to go to ask the hand of the marriage, hand of marriage from this woman, right? And I was like, okay, so we got this chocolate, we got our chocolate, we got like flowers and chocolate, like all really traditional Turkish shit. And we went there and I was like, who are we going to ask for who are we going to ask for the hand of marriage? I can't talk. And he was like, oh, his daughter, because she doesn't have, because the woman only has a daughter. So I was like, okay. Anyway, so we went there. This joke works better in Turkish. So I figured out while talking about it. But anyway, so we went there and we were sitting, and then I was like, so didn't really know what to say, really. Do you know what I mean? I mean, the woman looked like a gremlin. I mean, I really don't understand, like what the hell. I mean, my dad. I mean, maybe because of and she was really short, so I'm thinking it might have just been the height. It might have been, I don't know, but she looked like a great. Anyway, I really didn't understand why my dad was just like really needed to be with this person. Anyway, and I looked at each other, and then in Turkish I was like, well, yaşlılar aralarında anlaşmış. We can't say anything, which basically means, well, these old people have decided to like tie the knots, so we just kind of give them away. And that's what we did with my father. My dad, he loves football. He's absolutely crazy about football. And he always takes me to football matches, and we went to this football match, and I noticed that my dad he was just like constantly behind me the whole time. He was just like constantly behind me like this, and I'm like in front of him, and it was just like millions of men, and me and my dad was like behind me like this all the time, like that. And I was like thinking, like, why is he doing that? And I thought, oh, he's thinking if a dick is gonna touch my daughter's ass, it better be mine. Horrible joke. Oh man. I know, it's awful, isn't it? It's awful. Things that go through my head. Just looking at the time. We started a little bit late, guys, so we're kind of like pushing it all together. So I was still saying that I was single, and sometimes like I get bored, so I look on Tinder, right? I look on Tinder. I mean, you just swipe it left all the time, really, because you just like there isn't really much there. And I mean, I use it generally like before I go. Like when I was a kid, to fall asleep, I would I would play Tetris on the Game Boy, right? And now I look at Tinder, but I think that it's like the games have changed, but the aim is still the same. You know, you're still waiting for that big long block. I'm so dirty. I'm just a little boy. I'm a little boy. I really am. I'm so dirty. So instead of like counting sheep, like I swipe left on Tinder basically, so it's like left. There isn't much there. And then sometimes your eyes do start to get a little bit tired, right? Your eyes get a bit tired, and then you accidentally, like you're on autopilot, and you accidentally swipe someone good looking to the left, right? And then like you press rewind, and then the app fucking asks you for money, and you're like, oh, fuck this, I'm not getting out of bed to like put my credit card details in. I'm not gonna do that. But sometimes when I'm looking at Tinder, sometimes I wish that the app was a little bit more like yemek sepeti. Like think about it, swipe right, instant order. 2 lira to supersize. Or party group option. The only difference between Tinder and yemek sepeti would be this. You'd only get a right to complain when your order turned up early rather than late. Let me see if there's anything else funny that I want to tell you guys. Otherwise, we're going to have to quickly wrap up. What can I leave you on? What can I leave you on? I know what I'll leave you on. I'll leave you on this. So, I hate going to weddings. I really hate going to weddings. I mean, because I'm like quite a tomboy, so like dressing up and dresses and all that kind of thing, and it's just like really, I just find it really, really difficult. But you know, people here, they're always like getting married and they always invite me to weddings, and you always have to go to weddings, and then you have to get them the gold, don't you? You have to get them the gold, and the gold is like, the gold prices have gone up, the gold prices keep just fucking going up and up. I'm thinking like, how am I going to get this gold back? Do you know what I mean? I might like have to marry myself or something to get this fucking gold back, because it just goes from us all the time. The gold and the money and the gold and the money and the gold and the money, and I hate going to weddings, but anyway. So I went to this Turkish wedding, and I was sitting there, and you know, people getting quite drunk and stuff, and it was at that time of the wedding where, you know, everyone was like really having a good time, and like the umjad like taking his like tie off, and he like tied it to his waist, and it's like, like, you know, go back up to your, and it's like everyone's like really having a great time. And I had this English friend came over, and we were at the wedding together, right? And then this song came on. Now this song I find really interesting, right? The words are just fucking ridiculous. Now in Turkish, the words go like this. It starts like this. It goes, Kara çalı gibi girdin aramıza, right? You've come between us like a mulberry bush or some kind of bush, right? Some kind of thorny bush, right? Right? And then the words go, and then the words go on like this. It goes, al kızını, right? Koy çuvala, right? Take the girl, put her in a sack, right? Spin her around, and bang her against the fucking wall. And this is the song that we're all dancing to at this fucking wedding, right? So my friend comes over, everyone's like, ooh, and my friend comes over and she's like, what the fuck, what is this? And I'm like, she's like, oh, everyone's really having such a great time, and this tune is really cool. Like, what's the meaning to the words? And I translated it to you guys. I was like, well, yeah, what you do, right, is you take the fucking girl, right, you put her in a sack, you spin her around, right, you bang her against a fucking wall. And then I turned around and my friend had gone. It's like, these Turks must be fucking psychopaths, right? I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here. Guys, that's all we have time for. Thank you so much for coming.